About to get this started. Gotta set my phones up so I can see the games going. See what we got. Fuck, I already know something messed up.
Welcome everyone to Charlotte and the Dukes Mayo Classic. A lot of buzz and buildup as we kick off the college football season here today. This is not just any other matchup. Both teams come in ranked in the top 10, colliding early in the season, each trying to set the tone with a big statement. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. And here we go, the long-awaited kickoff to get this season started. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. So Florida State's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. We'll see if this quarterback can get off to a great start, Kirk. So much for this offense and this whole team really orbits around him.
Yes, sir. The de facto Mr. Center of the universe. It's his world when he's out there, and it's up to him to create and orchestrate the details on the field. His team, his way. Can't wait to see what he does today.
Quarterback's got it on the option. Goes
pitch the ball, bro.
3 yards there.
Pitch the ball.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain. And the Noles hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Boy, another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up the 1st down and keep this drive alive. I'll tell you, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. Boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks?
And he's going to float this one to the right side. Caught way downfield for a huge gain.
Too easy.
Touchdown, Florida State. Strong game by this quarterback.
Well, perfectly thrown football here, and this quarterback's got to be fired up. That's his first passing touchdown of the season. Here's the first of hopefully many more for this young man.
And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Bringing it out, it's Brown. He's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. So the LSU Tigers offense gets their first crack now. And each team is led by a linebacker who lines up in the middle, makes plays, and just commands the defense.
Yeah, when you take a look at the identity of these defenses, it really starts with the 2 of these guys. Their makeup as players is threaded into the DNA of the defense, and as they go, so does the defense.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Handoff from the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Went backwards on 1st down, so it's 2nd and long here from the 10. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
I love early in a game like this where you get the running back involved. You just get his hands on the football. Also, nice, easy screen. Gets the quarterback settled into the game. Nice, easy throw. Look at this. Ends up being a huge play.
Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it, and they get the sack.
And the returner will be brought down. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see what this defense...
It's not even my starting tackle.
Adjustments and prevent that this time. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
They'll run it from the gun. Not much on that play, brought down short.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
That game sets up a third down play. Gives it to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on third down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this and picking up that first down.
The ball near midfield. The offense going to go for it on fourth down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Risky call here by this offense. I thought the quarterback might wait a little bit longer for him to take his route beyond the sticks, but he gets the ball out of his hands. And how about the job by this receiver to fight for that first down?
Tackle made after.
Damn, is you ever going to turn it on like this?
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They
Better
just
than
stayed
mud.
in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to
Get
dishing
one, you
out
won't
the
get two.
But here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. From the shotgun, handoff inside.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
Crucial third down play right here. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a first and goal. And the Seminoles looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal. It's an option look. Pitch to the back. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Noles.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. As we break for the quarter, Kirk, Florida State is on top. And as we reach the end of one, the lead is starting to mount. Let's take a quick look at the first quarter stats before we move on. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive?
Come on, you got to get off that block.
They'll tackle him out across the 20.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. It's a quarterback keeper. Out across the 30. That's good for a first down.
It almost is like the quarterback just said to himself, I've got this. I'm going to find a way to pick up this first down. He gets the first, keep the chains moving.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
I'll take that.
Come on, Rob. Fight back.
Does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Looking to scramble.
Yeah,
on the move, but
got this shit
find a
on
receiver,
lock.
and he's brought down. Tough spot. The offense has to convert the 3rd and long from the 30 to get this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there, big versus big. Completion doesn't pick up first down yardage. Punting team on the field. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? Ball handed off. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Gonna run it. It's Presley. The Seminoles are on the move here.
Boy, another first down and another good run by this back from Florida State. I tell you, he's doing his job as far as living up to the great tradition of Florida State running backs.
1st and 10 now for the offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Wow.
Yeah, way to make up for it. They're nice, buddy.
I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
Damn freaking nice.
The Noles lining up here on 1st and 10. Here's the option play. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
2nd down, looking to throw it. He's going for a big play downfield.
Oh, good breakup.
This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Receiver in motion now. He's got room looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. This offense really clicking. And now here comes the point after attempt. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. The kickoff team on the field now is a...
Ooh, what a catch. That's a crazy catch, man. That's a crazy, crazy catch, man.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Linebackers making some adjustments now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. That's caught. It's Brown. It's a nice gain. It'll move the football up to the 27. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Trying to extend the play. Slides down to avoid the tackle. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender. Nicely done.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
Damn it.
Grab down the middle. It's Brown. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10.
Oh, shit.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver.
Get there, get there, get there. Come on, 10.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught.
Right.
Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what
Your
he wanted
spot
to do.
can be taken, sir.
Going to that in route no matter what, he hits it for a nice gain.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick catch. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. LSU now operating in the red zone. Quarterback will spike the ball to stop the clock. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and he dropped it. The would-be
Smoke his
touchdown could
ass.
not come up with the football. Now it's 4th down. So they won't take a shot at the end zone. Out comes the field goal team trying to get 3 before the end of the half. Right down the middle.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And he fields it inside the 15.
Oh, come on, 89.
21. That's where the drive will start. One more play before they head to the locker room. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. Touchdown, Florida State. It was a foot race and he won it.
That's playing to the echo of the whistle here in this first half. They just keep pouring it on. Why not just continue to be aggressive? It's worked out so far for them. What a big lead they've worked up now here in this first half.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Noles will kick it off to begin the second half. He thought about returning it, but instead...
Come on, Rob. You got time.
Start of the 25. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The pass rush closes.
Yeah, come here.
Oh, the sack is made.
Get them big boys.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure on the sack against their quarterback.
So from the 18-yard line, it's second and long. From the shotgun.
Good move.
Which toward the sideline finds the running back. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very...
Get on. Yeah, Padrino.
Get home with the sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game.
Play
and
wrong.
a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
All right, Matt, you better tighten up.
Got some daylight turning on the speed. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? Trying to create here on the move. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down. New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10.
Damn, Matt.
Off the play fake. Looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wide.
No, QB. That
Picked off. Not much of
shit like that will have me put my damn freshman in.
Out the scoring threat. Big play.
Terrible
What
throw.
a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this
What
game
was
is
he
to create a
throwing to?
turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. He hands it off from the gun. Running with purpose.
Come here.
Down after just a short pickup.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one
Wiggle
arm
his
tackle,
ass to the
but the
sideline.
secondary comes up to finish him off.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Here's a wide open receiver, complete.
Fucking young ass
They've got him, but
DB.
not before making first down yards. They'll move the ball to the 41.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Come on, Landon, make a play.
First down. Looking to throw the football. He's going to pull it down and run. Cannot escape. They've got him. It'll be a short loss, a yard or two.
Man, it has been a rough night for this poor offensive line, and it's only getting worse. That's 5 sacks they've now given up so far in this game alone.
The offense will look to regroup here at 2nd and 11. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Receiver makes the grab. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Well, defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands
that out of
pretty
that
quickly on the
quick.
hitch to the receiver.
In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And it's just flat dropped on
Yes.
3rd down. What a
Because
big
you were
mistake.
beat, sir.
Now
What the
this offense facing a
fudge?
4th down call. The drive ends and the punt team on the field. This one is out of bounds, and that'll give the offense great field position. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And here's the handoff. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down.
Come on.
But he got it.
He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Here comes a first down pass attempt.
You beat.
Touchdown, Knowles. And the route is on.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
The extra point is good. They're pulling away 35-3. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Hit that thumbs up for me. I need that.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And the returner brought down by the coverage team now. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away, and they finally get things going this time. Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete.
It's crazy how they mind it that you just run right in.
Play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? After the incompletion on first down, we're going to throw it again. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Well, Chris, after another sack, these guys are going to be facing another third down and long situation. It seems like that's been the theme in this football game. They cannot stay on schedule offensively, making it very easy for the defense to get after the quarterback when you know he's in a must-throw situation.
The punter has been very busy so far. Can they finally convert here on third down? He's running out of... Here's trouble. The ball is knocked loose in the end zone. Looks like the defense has it.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
And the Seminoles trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Touchdown, Seminoles. And this one is getting ugly.
Chris, you don't see it often, but how much do I love seeing that fullback get a touchdown? He blocks all the time. They rarely give him a chance to get his hands on the ball, and when he does, he's rewarded with 6 points.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He's tackled at the 10, not good field position to start the drive. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. The fumble the last time out symbolizing their struggles here today. That's why they're in a big hole. And the drive will begin backed up at their own 10-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Play action fake. Looking to throw. And a short pitch and catch to the 10.
Bad.
Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarter.
Here's a shot toward the right sideline.
No, sir. Not on.
And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Off the play fake on first down. Tries the right with a quick throw.
Oh, good play. Good play.
As he
doubled my damn receiver.
Coverage that time. Physical run breaks through a tackle. And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Lets it go quickly.
Give me that shit back.
It is intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet.
Damn, that lineman fast.
Takeaway, and that will end this quarter. As we break for the quarter, Kirk, Florida State is on top. This has been a beatdown, and the staff...
Appreciate you for tuning in. Hit that like button for me. This shit wild.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He lets it go on the move. He's got it for a big gain. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots down.
There ain't no fucking way they got you in that power back. Had me fucked up.
Looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football in vertical shots to boot.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Boy, the defense coordinator this week, all week, telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down.
Come on, 7.
Incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board.
Bad start, freshman.
On 4th down. Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Bringing pressure. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. And a huge gain across midfield, all the way to the 40-yard line.
One more of those and the starters are coming right the fuck back in.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play?
Here we go.
Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Escapes the pocket but cannot make a play, and they sack him. These big guys up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. And he drops back in the gun. And looking for a big play here. And that deep shot is caught for a big game.
Hell no, I ain't doing this.
They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
You know, the most impressive thing to me, Chris, I mean, they're not going to win this football game. I love that they're still fighting. I think that tells you a lot about this team, the character, the culture, the way they're coached. It's not their day, but I'm just impressed that they're still battling out there.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's what...
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Tackle finally made, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it at the 34. Just pounding away for another big gain, Kirk. You wonder if this defense is beginning to lose its will a little bit.
I think they are losing their will. You can tell by the way they're tackling. It's been a very impressive performance by this offense and by this running back. You got to believe they're just looking to add to this lead with yet another touchdown.
And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Second down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. The Seminoles have 1st and 10 here. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Got space. Looking to score. Touchdown, Florida State. To stretch the lead, the route is on. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the coverage team pens him in and brings him down. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. That's reeled in. It's Brown. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief.
Hit that shit, Combs.
Better, but it's just been a disastrous day.
What are
for
we
the
doing?
offense.
So it's 3rd and 9. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Looking to throw yet again. Fires it to the wide out.
Pick this shit off.
Another incompletion.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. Takes the handoff, heads to the right.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line.
Come on, put your hands on them or something, tight end.
Behind the line, it's a loss of 2.
Well, that's a great
What are y'all doing out here?
Defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second- and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here.
Oh, good pick.
This is intercepted. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30.
I'm gonna get a fucking headache with this team.
And the quarterback working with the lead, run the football here and work the clock instead, throws it into coverage. Now they got a chance to get right back in the game.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. The pocket breaking down.
Yeah.
And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game.
God,
and this defensive
damn, you got
line is
punished.
bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
An important third down attempt for this offense. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And a timeout taken by the defense. 18 seconds left on the clock.
Well, we just have not seen a lot of this today at all from this offense, but they'll take it. Big positive play here. Game is out of reach. They're still just trying to put up any yardage.
And he's brought down. A sack for the defense coming up big on this fourth down play.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open. The result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking to make a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yards to set up a fresh set of downs. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Powering through the defender. Tackle, but forced down. A late timeout taken, just 4 seconds on the clock. The Knowles are in the red zone. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Touchdown, Knowles. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
There was so much anticipation, so much preparation.